You will now watch the South Appalachian MRE Dinner Menu 1 review. Caroline cooked beef in barbecue sauce with treats. You must comply.
Hey, welcome to the Mossy Green Log channel, the channel that's been kicked in the face, had the taste slapped out of its mouth, and beaten with an ugly stick. Today we got a new MRE we're going to try out here. It's a dinner menu, Carolina cooked beef and barbecue sauce and treats. And later I'm going to have some special guests finish the meal off, so I hope you'll stay and watch that too. So let's go ahead and get it open. Alright, so we got a little menu here. Patterson's Carolina cooked beef and barbecue sauce out of Sanford, North Carolina. Lance Nicot, I don't know how you say that. Sandwich cookies with peanut butter out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Buffalo Rock ginger ale, Birmingham, Alabama. Harvest Creek chicken, Stillmore, Georgia. Bush's Best country style baked beans. I think I'm already full. Jambalaya Girl Gumbo, New Orleans. Does that count as South Appalachia? Let's see. It's South Appalachian MRE. I guess we'll include some of the flatlands because that's all good food down there, like gumbo and jambalaya and all that stuff. Uncle Al's iced oatmeal cookies out of Hoover, Alabama. Golden Flake dip style mesquite barbecue potato chips, Birmingham, Alabama. Let's dig in. Got some condiments here. Napkins. What looks to be a very breakable fork and spoon. Got some creamer. Lemonade. Good old country time lemonade. Folgers coffee. Some sugars, some ketchups, and some mustard. I think that one wasn't on the list. I guess the extra chicken is for the gumbo, since that's only a base. Gotta borrow some ice here. Alright, let's dig into the beans. Since the guy didn't include can opener in this MRE kit, I'm going to lend him mine. But I'm going to send him a bill for rental. Get all the beans out. I paid for them. That's interesting. That's what the Carolina cooked beef looks like. You would think after 2 other videos I'm an expert at this oven, but I'm not. I like greens, but you know, sometimes they're not cooked tender enough. That's a lot of stuff for one person. Okay, so I originally tried to make this video during the portion of the video in which I eat and review these items. I messed up and wasn't recording, so things are going to be almost the same as they should have been, but a little bit different. So, one item in the MRE that I thought was an instant meal or food item was the gumbo, and actually it takes a little bit of cooking time, like 20 to 45 minutes, and it comes as just basically a gumbo base. So what you could do is, if you wanted to jazz it up, you could take a can of like Margaret Holmes, like okra and tomatoes, your can of chicken, and even like some tiny shrimp, and throw it in there and kind of make like a chicken and seafood gumbo. And that's what I did. So I'm going to dig into the Patterson's Carolina cooked beef and see what we got there. Well, it kind of reminds me of like high school, like sloppy Joe or chili or barbecue sandwich day. It's not bad though. I mean, it'd definitely be good on a bun. Get out of here, nasty fly. Golden Flake chips kind of remind me of a Ruffles. They don't have any kind of like off flavor or anything like that. So if you're used to Ruffles, this would just be like a good substitute if you're traveling in the South. Let's try the gumbo. Wow. It came out pretty good. A little bit salty, but whoa. Let's have a sip of that Country Time old lemonade. The Margaret Holmes mixed greens are about like the consistency that I like. A lot of times when I've tried different restaurants' greens, they aren't cooked so tenderly or almost like a seaweedy, texture. I like that. These seem like they're cooked similarly. Kind of like the only non-homemade greens that I've had in a restaurant that I like were Cracker Barrels. So these minus the pork are, I think, comparable to that. So one thing I could not duplicate that I had on the original food list was finding the cookie, Uncle Al's Iced Oatmeal. So what I have found is Bud's Best Ginger Snaps, and that's basically, I think, the same company out of Hoover, Alabama. I have had ginger snaps with more of a pronounced ginger type, kind of hot taste, but these are pretty good. But I think they need to be dipped. That hit the spot. It seems like it even brings up more flavor in the cookie. So if you're passing through the South and you're going through Alabama and you happen to come across Bud's Best or Uncle Al's cookies, I'd say if that's what you're in the mood for, they'd probably do the job. Let's try this ginger ale. Yeah, I like how this gumbo turned out. And that was Jambalaya Girl gumbo. Other than Campbell's in the can or maybe the Piggly Wiggly store brand, I don't know of any other ready-to-go room temperature canned or preserved gumbo dishes. But, if you got one for me to try, recommend it and put it in the comments. Actually, the best gumbo recipe I've ever tried, I found online, I think was on allrecipes.com. It was more of a seafood Creole gumbo, but I did it with sausage and chicken and did my own roux and everything according to the instructions, and it was probably like the best soup thing, stew, whatever that I've ever made. But I find it, I'll put it in the description below. If you got the time and the patience, I recommend you give it a try. Not much more effort than beef stew or chili. I think that gumbo may have become like a regular dinner menu item at home. Too hot. Yeah, the Margaret Holmes mixed greens are going to become another regular dinner item. I was wondering if the half can of tiny shrimp added to this at the end would make it fishy or something like that, but it's totally not. It's just right. Here we go, getting to the bottom of the bowl. Must be good. Something's missing. There's those crackers. I was looking for those. Well, hey, what's going on with you? I'm not gonna treat you mean like all them other girls. Are you getting jealous? Is that what's going on down here? Be nice.